Hello, good morning. I'm on to you from Nigeria live. My name is Samson Kolawole, and I'm bringing a broadcast to you this wonderful morning. The title of my broadcast is "The Living Man is Much Better Than Grains of Gold." Grains of gold in TBC. So before you continue with my broadcast, please, I would appreciate it if you can like my video and you can also subscribe. I'm supposed to have done this broadcast much earlier, but I couldn't do it because I was encumbered with a number of activities. So I guess anyone that will come in along the line, seeing my broadcast, at least the person can hear what I have to say. I'm going to read from today's blog. I'm going to read from the blog, and I'm going to read. The title of my blog is the same thing with the title of my broadcast. Let me share my screen so that we can have a look at it. Okay. So my screen now is being shared. Like I said, the title of my broadcast is "The Living Man is Much Better Than Grains of Gold" in TBC. Now, that is this. The living man is more valuable than gold. So this is an article I would like to read, and then I'll also read one more article, that'll be all. And I'll call it a day for today. Some other time I'll talk about some other things. Now, let's read. Now, what is a living man? Is it just from breath or just heartbeat? Are we only talking about the human body? What about the mind? Is there spirit? What about free will? Now, the admin is bringing some things for our understanding. He's asking us, are we talking about the human body? He's trying to explain what the human being is. Is it the human body? Or is it the mind? Or is it the spirit? So you see, these three things, the body, the soul, and then the spirits, these are the things that comprise a living man. Because when the man dies, his body goes to the ground, his spirit goes back to God, and his soul or mind goes to give account of how he has lived his life. Now, your free will is inside of your mind. It's a factor of which one you agree with, whether you agree with the human body or you agree with the spirit. If you agree with the spirit, then your will be in line with the things of the Spirit of God. But when you're in agreement with the body, then your mind, your free will be in agreement with the fleshly activity. And the Bible would always tell us that the things of the flesh leads to death, but the things of the spirit leads to eternal life. So the choice is, which one are you? Are you a fleshly being or a spirit being? Now, let's continue. The beautiful complexity of a living man is so amazing. The living man was not meant to be captured or enslaved. Now, who are the people that captured the living man and who enslaved the living man? It was the elites. It was the devil and his game system. I see TBC as a new life that God has proffered to mankind. And he wants mankind to receive this life, walk in its newness, and enjoy everything that comes from it, every good thing. because everything that God gives are good things, not evil things. That is, the living man is not meant to be captured or enslaved. To do so is clearly a wrong justice in principle. No, to do so is clearly a wrong. Justice in principle has brought TBC to be. So the admin is trying to make us understand that the existence of TBC was brought about to bring justice to humanity, to make sure that there is equity and fairness to human beings, for human beings to live in freedom, in peace, in unity and in love, in righteousness, by the Spirit of God, because it can only be the hand of God that is causing this thing to be a reality. Nothing else. Nothing else. Now, the value of a living man is truly infinite. Now, this truth, although in modern times has been cleverly hidden, has been well known throughout the ages. Let me say it again. The value of a living man is truly infinite. This truth, although in modern times has been cleverly hidden, has been well known throughout the ages. TBC is a reawakening to this eternal truth. I really wonder why admin is saying it is an eternal truth. TBC is a reawakening to this eternal truth. What is that eternal truth? The eternal truth that the value of a living man is truly infinite. Now, from the start, TBC has moved forward on basis of agreement. So agreement matters a lot. Admin has been emphasizing on agreement, agreement, and agreement. Okay? Now let's continue. See, this agreement makes all this possible. Now, before we continue, I think we can look into this agreement makes these things possible. After that, we'll go back to that one. Now, one of the reasons why TBC is called the billion coin is because the ultimate price maxes out at 1 billion. Now it's no more euros, it's per grain of gold. 1 billion grains of gold per TBC coin. So that means anyone holding onto even just one TBC coin could become a billionaire someday. Now, at this time, the current price of TBC is a long way from 1 billion euros, and it may seem to some impossible for the TBC coin to ever arrive at the price of 1 billion grains of gold per coin. Now, to get there, according to the formula, we would need to get 1 billion people from around the world to each become verified members of the billion coin community. We will get there ultimately, and it's because of the membership agreement. Now, here is the agreement. All members of the billion coin community agree that the coin never goes down in value. It can only go up in price. This agreement is hinged on a software program that drives the price of TBC up by 1 to 5%. That was in previous times. Now it's no more being driven by 1 to 5%. It is now tied to the value of gold in the market. So as the value of people in the community come, as people are added to the community, it impacts the ultimate growth of our coin. That's exactly what it is. And there's a well-planned system where we can predict what tomorrow's price will look like. from the gold market. Everything is found in the Gringo Cash back office. And now, according to what they said, as at when this was published, tries it up by 1 to 5% daily until it reaches its ultimate price. Now, let's continue. Now, with those few words of the agreement, it does carry a lot of meaning. People from all over the world are sick and tired of artificial scarcity, ruining their lives, which was covered briefly in another article. On this blog, abundance and prosperity are very natural things within the universe, and powerful people have been leading the people in mass to believe in the deception called scarcity. When people allow the cryptocurrency TBC to propel them into wealth with a software formula, they are making an agreement. Do the people at large have the right to make that agreement? This will, of course, be debated. So I want to arm you with some simple facts. First of all, people make agreements all the time without giving it much thought. Every time a person puts something into their mouth or chooses to wear a certain brand or select a home to live in, and so on, in each case, they are making an agreement or they are making agreements. So, of course, people have the right to make agreements. Each agreement has a consequence. If an agreement brings harm to another in any way, it could be seen as a bad agreement. Now, if you can get a person to believe in artificial scarcity, you can also get them to make a whole series of bad agreements. The fact that we live in a world filled with hunger, poverty, and war are all indicators that the people at this time have all made a long list of bad agreements. Once the people in mass consciously choose to live in abundance and prosperity for all, then we can do away with the plagues of hunger, poverty, and war, as well as many other things that are harmful to humanity. I hope this is beginning to open your eyes to see the truth. Abundance and prosperity should be available to everyone, regardless of where they were born or anything else for that matter, especially in some places where they were born poor. Admin is saying abundance and prosperity should be available to everyone, irrespective of where your background, where you came from, and the likes. Okay? Now, within the path that the current price of TBC will take, it has many opportunities to create wealth, even vast wealth, for those that agree to use it. If people don't want to take advantage of those opportunities, if people don't want to take advantage of those opportunities, they are free not to be a part of this. No one is being forced to use this cryptocurrency. I think I'll read this again. Within the path that the current price of TBC will take, it has many opportunities to create wealth, even vast wealth, for those that agree to use it. If people don't want to take advantage of those opportunities, they are free to be a part. They are free to not be a part of this. No one is being forced to use this cryptocurrency. The fact that Bitcoin has proven to stand up as a real currency means that all cryptocurrencies can also stand up as a real cryptocurrency or as a real currency too. Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency, has pioneered the path for all cryptocurrencies. Yes, our membership agreement makes us different, but fundamentally, we are just another cryptocurrency. We have every right to be a part of this. Embrace the idea that wealth can be spread through this special agreement. I like that. Now let's go back to where we were before. Now let's read this paragraph. It said, the value of a living man is truly infinite. The truth, although in modern times has been cleverly hidden, has been well known throughout the ages. TBC is a reawakening to this eternal truth. From the start, TBC has moved forward on basis of agreement. We, a private, we are private. We always have been, and will always be that. Man uses mediums of exchange to transact. The Congo Private Society has a medium of exchange known as TBC, and its smaller units, Kringos, that allows our members. Congo Private Society has medium of exchange known as TBC, and its smaller units, Kringos, that allows our members to transact one with the other on a peer-to-peer basis privately. This is not in any way a public medium of exchange. Now, the collective membership of living men, living women, and their living children comprise the total value of this medium of exchange. Now, so how do we compare this medium of exchange with the other mediums of exchange throughout the world? By mutual agreement, we have grounded ourselves to our Mother Earth by measuring our medium of exchange with grains of gold. This also enables us to calculate how our medium of exchange relates to all other mediums of exchange all around the world. So let's continue. Our research has shown that there can be some confusion regarding jurisdiction when any form of fiat is mentioned within our publications and broadcasts. Jurisdiction readily reach out to lay claim whatsoever a chance of winning can be found. Jurisdictions greedily reach out to lay claim whenever a chance of winning can be found. Now, to clearly denote that the jurisdiction of TBC and the Kringle Society are not, and Kringle Society are that of a private, non-public group, we have made it clear that our members are the basis of the value of our medium of exchange, and that we only measure that value in grains of gold. Let's come again. To clearly denote that the jurisdiction of TBC and the Kringle Society are that of a private, non-public group, we have made it clear that our members are the basis of the value of our medium of exchange, and that we only measure that value in grains of gold. Now, I also have made it clear that TBC is not backed by gold, and we are not pegged to gold. Our association to gold is only as a definable measurement of value only. Definable measurement of value only. To avoid any confusion on this line of jurisdiction, we are removing any references of any fiat from our websites. And that process started soon after the first public notice. Those of us that want to have a look at the public notice, we can find it here. Okay, so now let's continue. Henceforth, we call upon the cooperation of all members of TBC to stop using any form of fiat to describe the value of TBC and to embrace measuring that value in gold. The admin fee is 4 grains of gold, and the minimum amount of transactions to gain the related cookie rewards is 40 grains of gold. That's the minimum. That's approximately $100. To see how much the value of a grain of gold is, you can see a link to a third-party calculator on the dashboard of your Kringle Cash. That is your Kringle Cash back office. Now, even the business card refer to gold and not fiat. The sooner we can unify our members around to use these terms, the better. A handful of our members have been asked to disclose their interactions with TBC to an agency, and that is covered within the first public notice. These particular members would greatly appreciate our entire membership behaving okay, entire greatly appreciate our entire membership behaving completely without any confusion in a private manner immediately. Let's come again. These particular members will greatly appreciate our entire membership behaving completely without any confusion in a private manner immediately. Okay? Now, dealing with an agency is a hassle and a burden. Let's come together as one and stay private. It is lawful to be private. We are approaching our challengers lawfully, and they will all have to conclude we are outside their jurisdiction. So I've been able to read 2 articles. The first one is The Living Man is More Valuable Than Gold. And in this article, the agreement makes it possible, which is this particular one. And I took time to read it and read it very well. So I don't know if I'll need any other thing to talk about before I'll call it quits. Yes, I think I may have one more thing to talk about, and that's our Gringo Cash. So um, let's get to the Gringo Cash. I want to see. Okay, you see that our numbers are really coming up very well. This is 26, so I think it has ended for today. This is 7:40:54, and this is the number of people that are still coming in, meaning that a good number of people has left, but it's still on, meaning that people are still making efforts. I think we're moving on well, and I'm quite impressed. So, for the cookie reward section, it's coming up, and one of the things I would like to call our attention to concerning this cookie reward is the fact that we're really coming up. We're coming up very well, and it's a good thing that we're really coming up. Concerning the billionaire fees, there's still room for the billionaires, and and I think it's hanging. I'll exercise a little more patience. Now, while that's happening, this was the latest blog that came out today. TBC is a movement to uplift humanity, and it's a video. This one is the one activity that leads to meeting all of your short-term needs. It's good that we take time to watch these videos. It's very necessary so that it can help us as a community. And some things that we should take note of. But this is what I want to actually show us. So you see that there is an improvement. So many people are coming in and we're really growing fast. This person has gotten 1.1 TBC. This person 0.1 TBC, 1 TBC, 0.1. Most of the people 1 TBC. And it's an improvement, meaning that the community is beginning to respond positively. That's a very good improvement, honestly speaking. And the testimonial side, they say that people never get tired of dropping people that has done broadcast. There are so much. There are so much. There are just so much. There are just so much. You just keep seeing people giving broadcast, giving broadcast. I mean, there are so much. Gosh, I think TBC has actually made it. I can say boldly that we've actually made it. And I want to congratulate the admin for his wisdom. God has really given him wisdom to deal with this matter and do it well. I think I'm very impressed. So, the last thing I want to say is that a good number of people may not have understood where we are going to. We are going to get to 1 billion very soon. I believe in another few years. I can't predict how long. It could take 5 years. It could take less than 5 years. But the bottom line is that we're going to get there. And when we get there, so many people that will be looking down on it now. When we get there, they'll be like, I had made a very big mistake. But life is just a mystery. And life keeps repeating itself again and again. So the bottom line is, as many people that have been watching this video, do not look down on it and say TBC is just a joke, it's just a scam. Let me tell you, this number of people you are seeing here, are human beings, and each of them has paid. They are really paying, and people are coming in day by day. And the admin has clearly told us, beware of what? Scammers posing as TBC exchangers. Okay? The promotion is still on, and it will continue until we've gotten to 1,111,111. And admin clearly tells us, where do you choose? Do you want to be a billionaire or you want to be a millionaire? The ball is in your court. Whichever one you choose to be, whether a billionaire or a millionaire, all the processes, all the steps, they've been made open. So if you're able to bring in 2 people, you get 0.1. If you help those 2 people to bring in 2 people, you get 1. Summing it is 1.1 TBC. All right, I think I'll stop here. The cash centers are still on. Now let's look into the account section and have a look under the account section. Now, if you choose, you could use cash center, or you could choose to pay with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. So everything has been put there, and I don't think there's anything limiting us again from growing. So whoever it is has looked at TBC and they think it's a joke, well, time shall tell. We shall know who is wiser. If you are the wiser one, fine. If we are the wiser one, fine. Time shall tell. All right, I'll stop here. So I think I'll be doing another broadcast shortly, very, very soon. All right, and the last thing I also want to say before I finally go is the billioncoin.info. Many people have not looked at this. I think it will be good we take our time to look at it. This is the foundation of TBC. When you click on the formula, it gives you an explanation of everything that you need to know concerning TBC. read it, get the information. The main thing I want to talk about is this. The TBC community began migrating to a much better coin network and blockchain on April 30th, 2018, and essentially created a new coin that day. And we modified the measurement of the value of each paid member. Okay, the measurement of the value each paid member adds to the value of the TBC coin by 1 grain of gold instead of €1. This is a major step that we should take note of. So now, as each paid member joins us, it raises the value of all the billion coins by 1 grain of gold. Well, some may think it's a joke, but we shall know whether it's a joke or it's serious. All right, thank you very much for audience. On your own, you could take your time, read through it in any language you want. You could listen to this particular video. All right, I'll stop here. Thank you very much for your time, and I think we shall see again very soon. Let me stop sharing my screen. God bless you very well. Cheers. Bye for now. Till we meet again. Yeah. Bye.